Hey guys, so excuse the background. I'm in my new room upstairs, which I will be doing a tour on as soon as I get things like straightened up and get everything like my pictures bought and hung and my bedspread bought and made, and I don't know, there's still lots to do, but you're sitting on my new desk, which I'm very excited about. I really like it. And there's just this table with like accessories and stuff that I was using as a temporary desk until this one came. But I just got back from my first day of school, and I just wanted to film a quick supply haul because lots of people have been requesting that. I went to Office Max, I think is the name of the store. To start off, I got two binders. These are 1-inch binders, and they look like this. I got this pretty blue one, then a little pink one. And the nice thing about these is that like they have that like cover, so you can like collage them and stuff. And last year I got a really cute binder, like it was really cute. It was like Paris themed and like kind of like canvas almost, but you couldn't like decorate them. And I mean, it was like triple the price of this or something. It wasn't even that good. Like the rings and stuff were really bad. Like I really like these. I think they're called D rings, or I don't know, they're called Easy Comfort rings. But these open way nicer. So, and then you can decorate, like you can like make a collage or something. If I collage these, when I collage these, I will like show you the finished product. These were nice colors, and you can really choose however many binders you want. For me, we have this block schedule where every other week you have Wednesdays and Thursdays as block days, so you only have half your classes. Like, so you have half your classes on Wednesday and the other half on Thursday, and they're double the length. So I organize them by block days. So I'll have my like classes on my block day 1 in here, and then classes in block day 2 on the other one, so that when I have a block day I can just bring one binder. And yeah, I think binders are a great way to keep like your notes organized, and I don't know, any handouts that you get, I always put my syllabus in them. And then I just use those little like dividers. Sorry, the window's open so you can probably hear the street, but I just use those little dividers that like you can write the name of the subject in. So I'll have 3 subjects to a binder, and I take most of my notes in another notebook, which I'll show you. But for all like handouts and stuff and like loose papers, I keep them in here. So that was way too much about binders. Binders I think are great, they're very helpful. However, I don't like to take my notes on loose leaf paper, so instead I like to use a 3-ring binder. Now you can get whatever kind of a 3-ring binder you want. My favorite kind is just these ones with like 5 subjects in them. Normally I take 5 classes, however I'm going to be taking 4 classes, or 4 classes that I would need like to take notes in, and then I'm going to be taking a class at our local college, so that's that. But I think it's just nice to have everything in one notebook, so it's not like you're scrambling around to like find things, and like it just kind of takes up more room. Even though this is kind of fat, it's nice to just have like everything. And then there are like these kind of like folder like pocket things, so you can put papers and stuff, and I normally just like write on there what the subject is, and then I just order it like in classes. Like I'll have first period first, second period second, like etc. Pretty simple. But this is just the Office Max brand, and I just thought the color on the front was pretty, just kind of like a turquoise color. This is not college ruled. I may return this. Oh, it's wide ruled. Bummer. I think I'm probably going to go return this, and that's okay. You get the general idea. I just don't like wide ruled because I have small handwriting, so I don't know. But that's what I usually do for notes. And it's just easier because then there's like no way you're going to lose them unless you lose that binder. I mean, if you lose that binder, you're screwed. But I think it's like generally a way better way to go. So that's that. And then I have these folders, and they look like this. I got a purple one, and it's just got this pretty little flower design, and then you open it up and it's got this little design. And what I like about these is often I've gotten like paper folders, or like the ones that are like kind of like papery. These are more plasticky, and the paper ones always ripped, like the bindings and stuff always ripped on me because I'd stuff them full of stuff. These don't do that, which is great. So then on the inside, on these like little like covers, or like the like, yeah, these things right here, I'll write Well, one folder, I think it's probably going to be this folder, I'm going to dedicate to homework. So on this side, I would have written to do. And anytime I was given an assignment that I had to do, I would put it there. And then on the other side, right here, I take like one of those little like sticky labels, and on that I'm going to write to turn in. So then whenever I finish an assignment, it just gets popped right in there. And then you know, I put this in my school bag, and the next day when the teacher asks me for an assignment, it's right there, and it's super easy. So I thought this was really cute. And then I got the same sort of, like, it's by the same company. And it just looks like this. It's got kind of some cool patterns. And this is just another folder, exactly the same, except it's black. I like to differentiate them just so I can tell easier. And then the same thing, I like to label these. I'll have returned work on one side, so if a teacher hands me back work, I'll put it in there. And then I carry it around with me until like usually the end of the week. And then at the end of the week, I will take it out of here and I'll put it in my file drawer. And it's really important to keep all your schoolwork that you're handed back. It's so important because if a teacher for some reason loses it, or we have this like online grading book, if for some reason it doesn't get entered in there and you know you're like, but I did it and I remember you giving it me back, but you can't just be like, oh okay, I'll put it in. They need to see the assignment, so you can go back through your files and find it. So returned work I will label on this side and put returned work here, and then over here I'll just put some lined paper so that I always have some paper with me and I'm not one of those people who's like, can I borrow some paper? Because I'm always like, get your own paper, like what you ask? I mean, if it's like the first time, it's like no big deal. Even if it's like the second or third time, but it's like when it starts to be like an everyday, like, do you have some paper I could borrow? It's like, no, I don't have any paper you could borrow, because then I won't have any paper. Alright, then moving on, I guess I don't really have that much. It's not really that exciting, but you guys wanted a supply haul, so this is what I'm doing. These are my favorite kind of pencils. I like mechanical pencils because I just do. And I like the .7 lead because, again, I have small handwriting, so it's like easier and more precise. And I just like getting these. They're just like the multicolored ones. They're pretty cheap. And the nice thing is that like if you lose them, because I'm like so prone to losing these, it's not the end of the world. You spent like $3 or something on this, and yeah. So they have lots of pretty colors. I don't like the oranges, so I just use the oranges first, and then the rest of the colors are pretty. Yeah, I like these. And then for pens, I know this is sort of unnecessary, but they look like this, and I don't know, I just thought they were really cute. I think they're just black. But they totally match the folders I just got, like the like kind of florally like theme, I don't know. I just thought they were really pretty. So I decided that would be like my fun item. And so that's what I'm going to use just as like if we need to take notes with pens. Then I got my favorite pens, like colored pens. These are by Papermate and they're called Flare. I adore these. They're just like multicolor, and then I always use these to write in my planner. I'll talk about my planner in a sec. But I use these to write in my planner, and it's super nice. So yeah, I'm really digging these. And then I just got gum. I like Orbit gum. So yeah, gum's like a must for school, like after lunch or something. Like I don't have time to like even like get out a wisp. Like what are you gonna do? Like sit there like in class? You're like, go and brush my teeth. So yeah, gum is my breath freshener of choice. My brother's behind me. Wave hi. Then other school kind of tips and stuff I figured I would tell you. For pencil cases, I use makeup cases. I think they're way cuter than like, I don't know, pencil cases. This one's from Clinique. I got it forever ago. Actually, my aunt gave it to me. And I just like, you know, keep my pencils and stuff in here. And I'm actually going to wash it because it's kind of disgusting. But that's okay. Then real quickly talking about like kind of some study habits. I have a whole like how I study for tests, like school video. I will link it below. It's a couple years old, but I still think the tips are really like relevant. And I'm also gonna link my how to study for finals video because I think both those could be kind of helpful going into this new school year. So my #1 tip for studying is flashcards. I love flashcards to death. I don't know if my 10 things you can do with flashcards video is up yet, but yeah, maybe I'll just insert that at the end of it. You know what? I'm just gonna insert that at the end of the video. So at the end you can see my 10 things to do with flashcards because I've accumulated so many flashcards since since I started at my school. But they're the best way to study, for me at least. See, I think that was like my main tip. And then also, I wanted to give you guys a couple of websites that I found out today because I think they're really cool and really helpful. So I gotta grab my planner. So the couple of websites were wolframalpha.com, I'll have that linked below, and khanacademy.com, I'll also have that linked below. First one, wolframalpha.com. That one basically has this like search engine where you just type in something and it can be like a question about anything. I don't know, like random stuff, it'll give you an answer. But it's really helpful if you're like law of cosines or something, I don't know. And it will generate you an answer of what the law of cosines is and all this stuff about it. It's super, super helpful. So I thought that was really, really helpful. And basically, if you don't have a teacher to go to, it's really late, you don't have any friends you can talk to, you don't get it, you can go there, pose a question, and it can answer it for you. Then the Khan Academy, basically a website, and it has embedded YouTube videos. So they cover a variety of topics, anywhere from like chemistry to biology to even I think AP English or AP World History, AP. Do they have AP US History? I don't know. You should go check it out. But they have a number of different things, and then within each like category, they have tons of videos talking about different concepts, like this, that. It looks really, really helpful, and a lot of them come with like written descriptions and problems worked out, but then also a video explaining. So it's basically like your at-home teacher, which is really nice. So I just learned about those today, and I thought they were really helpful, and I thought I would share them with you. But then also real quick, just talking about a planner. It is the most important thing you can own for your school career. Honestly, like, I can't emphasize enough how much, like, I organize my life in this, I guess. It's really, really helpful to have, and whether or not your school provides you one, my school does provide me with one, but for those of you who don't, you can go out and get them. They're not that expensive. You can get a cute one that's maybe a little more expensive, but hey, I like cute things. And then basically, I don't have it in here yet because I haven't gotten my pens yet till today, but I basically just I would write the name of the subject in a pretty pen and then the homework in pencil. That's a very brief thing about planners. If you want to hear more in-depth thing, you can go watch my other video. So yeah, but those are some study techniques I use, and those are the stuff I was hauling for you guys. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. Those are what I got this year. I think they're pretty cute. We'll talk to you all later. Bye, guys. 10 things you can do with flashcards. You can throw them up in the air. Well, that was fun. You can spread them on the ground, and you can roll in them and pretend that it's money, but it's because it's flashcards. You can spread them out in your hands and pretend that they are A, money, B, cards, and you are playing cards with someone, but because you have a lot of flashcards, that probably means you're a loser, like me, and study all the time. So yeah, pretending you're playing cards with someone is as close to playing cards with someone as you're gonna get. If it's hot, like, I am, because I was rolling in flashcards, you can use them to fan yourself. Oh, feels nice. Tear them. It's very satisfying. Very satisfying for if you're angry at someone, you can just tear flashcards, just like that. You can tear them. That's right. If you're hungry, you can eat them. They don't taste very good. My grandpa chews paper. I feel like it may be an addiction that runs in the family. Oops. You can sniff them. They don't smell like anything, except for the select few that lived in my backpack a little bit too long. You can fold them into a mustache. Or a goatee. You could study them, but God knows that's not as fun. That is what I do with my multitude of flashcards. I just like you to look at this basket. This is my entire school career in flashcards, and it is entirely filled, and with all the stuff that's on the floor, it's like overflowing. So, I would love to know if you have flashcards like me, like a collection of flashcards.